Obviously, you guys are playing good football. You beat two pretty good teams here in Week 1 and Week 2. What do you try to carry over from the first couple of weeks to continue here in Week 3 against Homestead?
Keep staying on our blocks, keep running the ball up the middle, and passing game needs some improvement, but we've been doing pretty good on that so far.
What have been the really big points of focus in practice this week? What are you really stressing as you lead up to this Homestead game?
Blocking up front. Past few games we've been doing pretty good, but last game we kind of struggled on the inside run, but we'll be doing it this year.
Every week it seems like so far with Homestead we've talked about it's an SEC championship type week against teams that are hoping to compete for a championship. How do you carry over that mentality, and how do you keep it kind of ratcheted up another week, week after week, because you know if you want to bring the victory bell home, these are the teams that you have to beat?
It's all in our minds. It's all mental, and we just got to have the mindset to win every game that we can, and come out ready to beat anybody who comes to us.
For you, obviously 1,700 yards last year at Homestead. How much juice do you have for this game?
I have a lot of juice. I'm ready to come out there, and it's gonna bring back a lot of memories. I'm gonna go out there and do what I can with my teammates.
Is it kind of weird, or will it be kind of fun? I mean, how do you anticipate this Friday night being for you? Because I know you still got friends on that team. Obviously had a lot of success with that team, but you're off and running here at Luers pretty darn well.
It'll be pretty fun. It'll be fun to see all my old teammates and the old coaching staff. But I appreciate all what they did for me, and it'll be a pretty fun game.
Coach mentioned cleaning things up in the red zone for you guys offensively, less turnovers, less penalties in the red zone. Is that really something that you're going to have to do against a Homestead team that, when you look at their offense, I mean, they've really hit the ground running just like you guys?
Yeah, we got to stop the Jair Wright. He's a pretty good player. And there's some passing plays they've been pretty good at. They can execute on the offense. So we got to do good in the end zone. And in the red zone, it's all defense.
Well, final question, how much are you looking forward to this Friday night?
I'm looking for it. I've been waiting for this game for a while, so it's going to be pretty good.
Okay, all right, Alan, when you take a look at this Luers team, you guys have got 2 wins against quality opponents in Week 1 and Week 2. What do you carry over from those wins that you can apply here in Week 3?
We've seen what a lot of teams have, and we see what we have, and the practice field, we're working real hard. And every week we watch film and we see their strengths and weaknesses, and we take the advantage on the field.
When you take a look at Homestead's offense, what concerns you the most, and then what are some of the points of focus? What are some of the things you're working on this practice to get ready for Friday night in that Homestead offense?
We're making sure the quarterback stays, he can't run. They have a real good passing game, and they do a lot of options, and we've been practicing that all week.
When you take a look at the mentality of this team, each week you guys have played teams so far, and this will be the 3rd week in a row, that have the goal to win an SAC championship. How do you keep sharp every Friday night, not only just sharp, but ratchet it up a notch every single Friday night?
It just starts on the practice field, We keep the Momo going, and we just look forward to every Friday.
As far as this game goes, how much are you guys looking forward to it, and what is the anticipation for it? I mean, it's still early in the season, but, man, this is one of those circle on the calendar type of games.
This game could determine who's going to be SAC champ, so we just picked the intensity up in practice. Last week we kind of got wore out in the 4th quarter, so we've been conditioning way more than we did the past, and we just kept it going.
In your eyes, what's going to be the one biggest key Friday night for Luers at Homestead?
Stopping their quarterback and having a good run game.
Anything else you'd like to add, Alan?
Go Knights.
All right. Appreciate it, my man. Obviously, a great start for Luers football. What have you guys done well in the first 2 games of the season that you're looking to carry over here into Week 3?
We played the game with a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and that's kind of spilled over onto the sidelines, or however you want to view it, from the sidelines onto the field. Just really proud of how hard the guys have played, the energy that they've played. With that said, we've made plenty of mistakes to learn from, so we're really focusing in on improving upon those mistakes and trying to put together our best game yet.
I feel like every week we've said this for Bishop Luers, but it's an SAC-type championship game. It's a game that will, be against a team that is hoping that they can compete for a conference championship. So how do you keep that mentality? How do you keep these guys up week to week, knowing every game is even more important when you play, someone who wants to win the victory bell?
I think you kind of answered the question yourself in the as much as anything, we did come out. We told the kids on Saturday morning after watching some film this was going to be their stiffest competition to date. And that's not a slight on either Carroll or Wayne. I feel like watching the film that this is the most fundamentally sound group. They do things well in every aspect of the game. With that said, there's a lot of mistakes that we've made in 2 weeks that we reflect on that we have to improve to become the best team we can be. I mean, we're far from it, and I think the mistakes that we really made down in the red zone last week, if we make those again this week, we won't be walking away with the victory. So focus cleaning up some of the mistakes that we've made, still getting the energy and effort from the kids. That's our focus.
Defensively, obviously, Homestead's put up good numbers. They do every year, but Jair Wright been playing really good football. How do you contain what they do at the quarterback position, and what are some of the biggest concerns as you take on this Homestead offense?
That's a tall task. He's a heck of a quarterback. He throws the ball well. He's got some really great feet. Got speed. He's just an athlete. He might be the best athlete at that quarterback position in the area. With that said, you can't really hope to just completely shut somebody like that down, but you want to keep him from getting out in the open field with his legs, keep him from extending plays with his legs. You got to gang tackle. You got to play disciplined football, because you know that he can easily fake his run and pop a quick pass over the top, and we've seen that on film plenty of times this first couple of weeks. So being consistent and being fundamentally sound and disciplined and reading our keys and what our responsibilities on the defense side of the ball is how you can be best prepared to slow down a guy like Jair Wright.
Anything else you'd like to add, Coach?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
All right. Perfect.